Today we will discuss some problems. Problem number 1, root under 3 again 3 again 3 3. Now question is, what's the value of this? Now how you can suppose x equals to this one, 3 3 3 up to infinity, then x square will be equals to 3. Likewise, now look at this part. This is equals to x. So what we can write? X square equals to thrice of x and x equals to 3. So from such problem we have learned, now if the problem is like this, root over 5, root 5, root 5, root 5 up to infinity, the answer will be this one, 3. So no need to solve all these steps. From such type of problem you can find out the solution, that is equals to 3 or whatever given here, 5, 7, etc. Now problem number 2. If it is not up to the infinity but up to some extent, root 5 under root 5 root 5. Now look, here it is not up to infinity but up to this. Then how we can calculate such type of problem? You may solve like this. X equals to this one, that means 5 to the power half for first one. For second one, 5 to the power 1 by 4 into 5 to the power 8 into 5 to the power 16. Okay, now you solve. So here it is 5 and you have to add all this, half plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16. Now if you solve this one, then you will get 5 to the power 16 here, and here it is 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So what's the result? 5 to the power 16 here, and here it is 8 plus 4, 12 plus 2 plus 1, that is 15. Now you can write this result directly. How? Look, problem number 3. The problem is like this. Root under 7 again 7, root under 7 7 7. Okay, for such type of problem you may write directly, that is equals to 7 here. Now number of 7 present here, 1 2 3 4 and 5. So you have to write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 1 2 3 4 5. 5 7 present here, so you have to write 5 times 2. And what will be at the numerator? That will be equals to 7 to the power 4 8 16 32. Whatever at the denominator, you have to deduct 1 from denominator, so that is equals to 31. This is the answer. Got the point? 1 2 3 4 5 5 7 present here, So you have to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 2. And at the numerator, what it will be? 1 less than this. Less than this. So at the denominator it is 32. So at the numerator it will be 31. Okay. Now one more problem, that is equals to root 6 plus root over of 6 plus root over of 6 plus root over of 6 up to infinity. So what is the method? Method is, if that is equals to x equals to this whole term 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus up to infinity. So what about x square? X square would be equals to 6 plus this whole term, and that is equals to x. Okay, up to this. Now if you take x square minus, take it at the left hand side, minus x minus 6, that is equals to 0. Then x, how you can get these things? 3x plus 2x minus 6, that is equals to 0. Now if you take x common, it will be x minus 3 plus, if you take 2 common here, so x minus 3. So x minus 3 into x plus 2, that is equals to 0. That means x equals to 3 and x equals to minus 2. So what will be the result? If you solve these things, this will be a positive one. So it has a value that is equals to 3. Got the point? Now one more problem. Fifth, root under 12 plus root under 12 plus root under 12 plus root under 12 up to infinity. Now we can solve such type of problem very easily. How we can? Without doing the calculation we have done earlier. 12 here, so how you can divide? 4 multiplied by 3, that equals to 4, 12, and difference in between these two, that equals to 1. So answer will be 4 only. In earlier calculation we have seen the result is 3. After doing all these steps we have known these things, but here also if you use the tricks, 6, so 3 into 2, that is equals to 6. So the bigger one or larger one, that is equals to 3. So it has a value that equals to 3. And in this problem also, now you have to keep in mind that the multiplication between 4 and 3, that is equals to 12, and here the difference is equals to 1. That is why the larger one will be the answer. Now the last one, if there is a minus sign, that is 6 minus root 6 minus root 6 minus root 6 up to infinity. Now how we can solve these things? 6, you can take 3 and 2 here. Now as minus sign is here, the answer will be 2. Why so? Do the stepwise, that is x equals to 6 minus root of 6 minus root over of 6 up to infinity. Then x square equals to 6 minus this whole, that is equals to x. So x square minus 6 plus x, that is equals to 0, and x square minus plus 3x minus 2x minus 6, that is equals to 0. Now if you take x common from this, then x plus 3 here, if you take minus 2 common, then here it is x plus 3, that is equals to 0. And from this equation we can say x minus 2 into x plus 3, that equals to 0, and x has a value that equals to 2, or x has a value that equals to minus of 3, and this is the answer. We can do these things easily by checking the sign. If it is positive, then the answer will be 3. If it is negative, then the answer will be 2. One thing you have to keep in mind, that this multiplication has a difference. 3 and 2, 1 is the difference. So you can apply or you can use such type of tricks here. Thank you.